Acá con este, hay uno aquí. Más lindo se ve así.
Currently, I have 3 locations in Miami, one in Brickell, one in Surfside, and the one here in Coral Gables. I love being able to be an artist. Razzle Dazzle is like a throwback in time to a different era. The recovery after Irma was horrific in some of my locations. It was like a river. The water backed up, went right into businesses. It was a long time for the businesses to recover. You always worry about these things.
In South Florida, we're on a limestone bedrock. Limestone, it's very porous, it's full of holes. So salt water can easily seep up through that limestone. So as sea level rises, it's coming through the limestone up from the bottom. And that really is what makes Miami very vulnerable to saltwater intrusion. You know, we can't just build a wall around Miami to keep saltwater out because it'll just come up from below.
55.0. 54.7.
The marsh that we're in right now, it used to be completely fresh, and now we're measuring higher salinity over time. And because we're seeing this peak collapsing, we think one of the reasons it might be happening is because of sea level rise and saltwater coming in. These marshes, they provide the first line of defense from coastal storms, storm surge, and saltwater in general. So as these marshes are collapsing and they're converting to open water, saltwater can more easily penetrate through these marshes and come closer to Miami a lot quicker.
The neat thing is that ecosystems are going to do these things no matter what. We just have to ensure that we can continue to enable them to provide us with these services by helping them to stay healthy. I think that development can absolutely coexist with our natural environment. I think it's just the way that we develop that can either allow it to coexist or have an impact on it.
To me, the heart of it is like, can we use really beautiful solutions to help people? Miracle Mile, sort of at face value, was just redoing a streetscape. The kind of main piece of civil infrastructure that drains the Miracle Mile runs right through some of these really vulnerable drainage areas. This is the commercial spine of Coral Gables. It's sort of the Rodeo Drive of the Miami regions.
When you lose one day of business, it's horrible. So I'm very, very fortunate that things were done on Miracle Mile to help the business owners. We boarded up to protect the windows. We didn't get flooded. We were able to open up the very next day.
So we looked at using the landscape as kind of the first line of defense for absorbing that rainwater. The techniques that we used were porous paving technologies. We used the trees themselves as a part of the infrastructure. Trees are sort of nature's pumps. Trees naturally take up water and put it into the air through transpiration.
Part of the plan is to put a pretty significant mangrove planter. Some of that mangrove habitat that used to be here on Miami Beach can be brought back into the urban environment. When we talk about building our way out of something, there are also natural assets, natural infrastructure that we can combine along with great infrastructure. Every adaptation project is an opportunity to improve our environmental quality, improve social equity. It's absolutely up to us.